Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, there is something that really baffles me about Black American people, and I'm going to talk about Black men specifically, and that is the interest that Black men take in other Black men's business relative to their wives. It's a sad state of affairs when one Black man has to tell another Black man to stay out of his business. And we're talking about grown men, married men, meddling into other married men's business. It is baffling to me. Now, just a few weeks ago, we had Sierra and Russell Wilson in the spotlight because Sierra had added Russell's last name to her oldest child's name, hyphenating that child's name so that he carries the name of his biological father and his custodial father, who is Russell Wilson. That was a family decision. That was not a community decision. Yet there were all of these men on social media adding their input to this very delicate family decision. These are the very same men who criticized Russell Wilson for embracing a child that was not his own. And because perhaps the child at 12 decided that he wanted to honor Russell by also adding his name to his name, everybody else decided they needed to have some input. That is unfair and is disrespectful to that family. That was a decision between Sierra, Russell, the child's biological father, and the child himself. Because at 12, a child can make a decision like that the court would honor. And you should give the men and the women the respect that they deserve. And then focus on your own family and your own children. And before then, we had the situation with LeBron James's wife. Some rapper took it upon himself to say that LeBron James's wife didn't seem like she was excited enough about him. Now, this was a rapper who was married to a woman, had been married to another woman, and now he's divorced from both of those women. Both of those women have divorced him, but LeBron James still has his wife. You see what I'm saying? But you're concerned about another man's wife, and you lost two. Make it make sense. And that brings us to the reason why I'm making this video. Steph Curry, who is not messy, he does not keep up mess on social media, he does not create drama in other people's lives. He pretty much plays basketball and goes home to his family. He and his wife have been married about, I guess, 12 years or so, 12 years or more. They have 4 children together. And somehow, people decide now that they need to get involved in his business with his wife. This time, it was Killer Mike. And I was surprised to see Killer Mike inserting himself in another family's business. But that is what he did, to the point that Steph Curry had to address him on social media. That is so out of order. But this is what happened. I just read this and I just thought this stuff is getting out of hand. I'm not sure which publication I got this from, but the headline says Steph Curry puts full court press on Killer Mike for critiquing Ayesha Curry's marital conduct. So there is Killer Mike out there critiquing somebody else's wife's conduct. Now, is that appropriate? Stay in your lane, Curry advised. Now, should Steph Curry have had to say anything to Killer Mike about his wife? I think not. Steph Curry recently addressed comments made by rapper Killer Mike after the hip hop artist appeared to co sign a viral TikTok criticizing Curry's wife, Ayesha Curry. The situation unfolded earlier this week when TikToker Bookie Woods posted a now controversial clip accusing Aisha of craving male attention and subtly disrespecting her husband in the process. Aisha Curry is putting in maximum effort to let the world know that she's struggling with trying not to cheat on her husband, Woods claimed. Wow, how can you possibly know that if you're not up close and personal with this person? He further criticized her public persona, saying she wants to go be Glorilla or some ish. Like, we get it, bro. Just go drop an album or some ish. Glorilla is a rapper. Aisha Curry has openly admitted that she wanted to be an actress before she got married. So she thought she was going to be the star, and Steph had said that he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. But it turns out that he is the star and she is the wife and mother. So it's not, I don't think there's anything wrong with her voicing the fact that she wanted a career of her own. And it's understandable that she might have some regret for not pursuing her dream to become an actress. That's understandable. So they think that just because she's married to Steph Curry, that she ought to be whoop de doo running all over the place. She could still be happily married to him and still wish that she had pursued her own dreams, because there are women who are married and who are actresses. Killer Mike, a well known rapper and activist, jumped into the comments of the post and seemingly supported the TikToker's view. My N word said she want to go be Glow. Man, Steph doesn't deserve the embarrassment, for real. God bless him, Mike wrote. Steph Curry caught wind of the remarks and didn't hold back. In a response screenshot and shared by the Shade Room, Curry addressed Killer Mike directly. At Killer Mike, nah, not you, Mike, he wrote. I'm cool staying silent and letting these other clowns have their moment. And you're the worst of them, Curry added, referring to Boogie Woods. But you're better than that, Killer Mike. Stay in your lane and let God keep blessing me like He is. We're good over here. Both comments by Killer Mike and Curry were later deleted, with the pair presumably hashing things out behind the scenes, as they should have done, but Killer Mike never should have gotten in it. And just like that, people can lose respect for you just by you meddling into something that's none of your business. Curry's response highlighted his disappointment, not just in the internet criticism, but in someone he likely viewed as a peer using the moment to pile on. Yes, yes, exactly. This incident follows past media attention surrounding Aisha Curry's vulnerability in speaking about personal fulfillment. During a 2019 appearance on Red Table Talk, she candidly admitted to feeling insecure due to the lack of male attention. Well, she did say that. I remember that too. She wants men to pay attention to her. And that's really not something that you say out loud. Because how hard is it to get male attention when you're a young woman? Why do you have to? But anyway, I still think that let Aisha talk her talk and everybody else still should stay out of it. Because at the end of the day, she and her husband will have to work out whatever's going on in their marriage, if anything is going on in their marriage. And a black man of Steph Curry's caliber shouldn't have to ask a black man of Killer Mike's caliber to stay out of his business. Okay, y'all, now that's what I think about it. But y'all let me know what you think about it. Thank you for listening and have a good evening.